Good morning, students. In previous videos, we had seen about the process of digestive system. What is digestion process? How the food gets digested. So today, let's move on to the next, the life process, respiration. What is respiration? So it is a process by which energy is produced. Okay, by which energy is produced by breaking glucose. So the definition is the breakdown of glucose to release energy in living cells. Okay, respiration is the breakdown of glucose to release energy in living cells. So respiration is breaking glucose to release energy. And respiration happens in the cells, that is the cell organelle called as mitochondria. Remember, respiration will happen in the cells, that is in mitochondria. Now, what is breathing and respiration? What is the difference between breathing and respiration? Breathing, if you see, it is inhaling oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. You inhale the oxygen and you give out the carbon dioxide. Whereas in the process of respiration, what happens? Releasing energy from food. You are releasing energy. So there is a difference in breathing and respiration. Breathing is not respiration. The second difference is breathing is a physical process. You take in, and the carbon dioxide will come out. Whereas respiration, it is a biochemical process. It is a chemical change. Breathing takes place in lungs, whereas respiration in both lungs as well as in mitochondria. Mitochondria is present in the cell, and also respiration takes place in the lungs. Next, we'll move on to the types of respiration. So it is also called cellular respiration. So there are two types of cellular respiration or types of respiration, that is aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Now if you see, in case of aerobic respiration, here it utilizes oxygen. Okay, uses oxygen. In aerobic respiration, if you see what happens, here the energy is produced in the presence of oxygen by breaking down the glucose. Energy is produced in the presence of oxygen. So aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. Whereas anaerobic respiration, it does not require oxygen. It does not use oxygen in order to break down the glucose molecules. If you see, aerobic respiration, it occurs in the cells of eukaryotic cells, whereas anaerobic respiration, it occurs in yeast and the muscle cells. If you see the muscle cells, okay, muscle cells will undergo aerobic respiration, but when you do exercise, what happens? The oxygen content becomes less. Okay, when you do the exercise continuously, the oxygen content becomes less. So that time the muscles undergo anaerobic respiration because they do not get the enough oxygen because you are exercising. So they undergo anaerobic respiration. Next, the steps of respiration. What happens in the respiration process? How the glucose is broken down in various pathways. Now, if you see here, the respiration, it occurs in three ways. Now, if you consider a cell, near the cell, glucose also comes, even the oxygen also comes. It is near the cell. So as the glucose enters the cytoplasm, it becomes pyruvate. If you see here, the glucose as it enters the cytoplasm, it breaks down and becomes pyruvate. That is, the 6 carbon molecule is broken down into 3 carbon molecule. So the process is called as glycolysis. 6 carbon molecule, that is glucose, is broken down in the cytoplasm to give pyruvate, that is 3 carbon molecule. Now after breaking down into pyruvate, what happens? It will go to mitochondria. What happens in the mitochondria? Again it breaks down and converts to carbon dioxide, water, and releases energy. So if you see here, the cell has oxygen, okay? In the mitochondria, what happens? The glucose has broken down in the cytoplasm to give you pyruvate. So this will move to the mitochondria, where in mitochondria the aerobic respiration takes place. That is the presence of oxygen. And what are the products? The byproducts are carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Now next, if you see, the cell has less oxygen. Okay, here lack of oxygen. That is where in muscle cells. So in the muscle cells, the anaerobic respiration takes place because of the lack of oxygen. So it breaks down, the pyruvate breaks down to lactic acid and energy. Here also the same process, okay, glucose is broken down into pyruvate. So pyruvate, in the lack of oxygen, what happens? You get lactic acid and energy. So here if you see, the incomplete breakdown of glucose takes place. 3 carbon molecule has broken down here as 1. Whereas if you see here lactic acid, it is the same 3 carbon molecule. So incomplete breakdown of glucose. The thirdly, next it is the respiration takes place in the yeast. That is the absence of oxygen. So what are the byproduct you get? Ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy. So here the pyruvate has broken down to give you ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy. So this is the 3 steps where the respiration takes place, where the glucose in the cytoplasm broken down to give you pyruvate, and this process called glycolysis, remember. And then this pyruvate in the presence of oxygen, that is in mitochondria, gives you carbon dioxide, water, energy. Where the lack of oxygen is there, that is in muscle cells, will give you lactic acid and energy. And in the absence of oxygen, that is anaerobic respiration, in yeast cells will give you ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy. Now in the anaerobic respiration, if you see, it is also called fermentation. Okay, the anaerobic respiration is also called, that is which happens in the yeast, is also called fermentation. So therefore it is used in baking of cake, dosa. Why? Because the yeast, when you put the yeast to the flour, it will make fluffy. For example, you put this yeast for dosa or maybe idli. So what happens? You can see the softness, isn't it? So it will make fluffy. The next question is, do respiration occurs in plants? Whether the respiration occurs in plants. So in plants, the respiration occurs all the time. Okay, respiration occurs all the time, while photosynthesis occurs only during the day. So remember, respiration occurs all the time in the plants, but if you see photosynthesis, it can only occur during the day because it requires sunlight. So plants also need energy, but more than plants, as a human being, we need more energy than plants. So the energy requirement of plant is less. Okay, for the plant, the energy requirement is less. So less respiration will take place in the plant. Respiration will occur all the time in the plants, but less respiration, not like human beings. But photosynthesis will be more in the plants. So if you see in respiration and photosynthesis of plants, in the photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide is used, and what it is released, glucose and oxygen is released, that is in photosynthesis process. Whereas in respiration, glucose and oxygen is used, and what is released, carbon dioxide is released. So remember, photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is used, glucose and oxygen released, whereas respiration, glucose and oxygen is used and the carbon dioxide is released. So the amount of oxygen consumed by the plant is less. It releases more oxygen. Plant, the amount of oxygen it is consumed is very much less, but it releases more oxygen. So photosynthesis is more than respiration. So in plants, photosynthesis is more than respiration. Respiration will occur all the time, but not like human beings. It does not require more energy as the human beings requires. Now next, if you see, why the rate of respiration high in aquatic animals? Why the rate of respiration high in aquatic animals? So aquatic organisms, what do? They use oxygen dissolved in water to breathe. They use the oxygen which is dissolved in water to breathe. So the amount of dissolved oxygen is fairly low. Okay, though in the water the amount of dissolved oxygen what is there, that is low compared to the amount of oxygen which is present in the air. Thus what happens, the rate of breathing in aquatic organism is much faster than that of terrestrial, that is the okay. So all those aquatic organisms, they have the rate of breathing is very fast because they use the dissolved oxygen, not the amount of oxygen which is in the air. So our rate of breathing is less than the aquatic animals. So if you see fish opens its mouth and closes, isn't it? So breathing rate is more in fish because they use the dissolved oxygen in water. Now you know ATP, isn't it? That is adenosine triphosphate. So this ATP is called as energy currency. Energy currency. So the purpose of respiration is to produce energy in the form of ATP. Okay. Remember, the purpose of respiration is to produce energy in what form? In the form of ATP. In the next class, we will see about the respiratory system in the human being.